In the shadowy corners of the Soviet Union after World War II, something was brewing, a rebellion not with guns, but with grooves. This is the story of bone music, the forbidden soundtrack of Soviet youth. After World War II, Stalin tightened his grip on every aspect of Soviet life, even what people listened to. Western music, jazz, rock and roll, anything that smacked of freedom was banned. It wasn't just discouraged, it was illegal. But where there's oppression, there's always resistance. And in this case, the resistance came from an unlikely source: discarded X-rays. Meet the Bootleggers, a group of young rebels with a passion for music and a knack for improvisation. Armed with little more than homemade record cutters and a rebellious spirit, they began pressing bootleg records, but not on vinyl. No, these weren't ordinary records. They were made from discarded X-rays scavenged from hospitals. Fragile, translucent, and etched with ghostly images of bones, they became known as Roent Genizdat, or simply bone music. The process was crude yet ingenious. First, the bootleggers would collect used X-rays, often stolen from hospital waste bins. Next, they cut the curved films into flat circles, using scissors and sheer determination. Finally, they carved the grooves of forbidden songs onto the fragile surface. Each disc could only hold about 2 minutes of music before breaking, but that was enough. Enough to let someone hear Elvis Presley or Bill Haley and his Comets for the first time. Enough to spark a revolution. Word spread quickly among the youth. These homemade records were passed hand to hand, played at clandestine parties, and whispered about in hushed tones. For many, bone music wasn't just entertainment, it was liberation. In a world where music was censored and silence reigned, these fragile discs became symbols of hope, defiance, and connection to a wider world beyond the Iron Curtain. The authorities cracked down hard. Possessing or distributing bone music could land you in prison, or worse. Yet despite the risks, the movement persisted. Why? Because music has a way of transcending borders, breaking chains, and giving voice to the voiceless. Even when pressed onto fragile X-rays, it had the power to change lives. As the movement grew, so did the community. Young people from all walks of life came together, united by their love of music and their desire for freedom. They shared records, traded stories, and found solace in the knowledge that they were not alone. Bone music became more than just a form of entertainment. It was a way to connect with others, to feel part of something bigger than themselves. Today, only a handful of bone music records survive, a testament to the courage of those who dared to defy the system. They remind us that even in the darkest times, creativity finds a way, that sometimes all it takes is a little ingenuity, a lot of bravery, and the will to keep the music alive. As we look back on this era, we remember the power of music to inspire, to unite, and to challenge the status quo. Bone music may have been fragile, but its impact was anything but. It showed us that even in the face of oppression, the human spirit can find ways to express itself, to resist, and to thrive. So next time you listen to your favorite song, remember, somewhere someone fought to hear it. And maybe, just maybe, they etched it onto a piece of bone. That's all for today, but there's so much more to discover. If you enjoyed this story about bone music and its impact on Soviet youth, make sure to hit that like button right now. It helps us reach even more history enthusiasts like you.